I came in and I said, I think I can move faster, and I can do very, very targeted things that will, I guaranteed, move the needle for these athletes. So, like some of our major pillars of stuff that we do, like we have targeted programs. So, the first program is like employment matchmaking service, a group of companies and supporters, people who own private companies that are willing to hire Team USA athletes and give them beneficial employment contracts based around their traveling and competition schedules so that a Team USA athlete who uses our service can go get an interview with a company that is incredibly warm to the idea of helping them. Like they want to be supportive, they want to help them, and that's the frame of reference for how the interaction even begins. Right? Like it is based around them being an athlete instead of you going into an interview and then having to be like, "Ooh, by the way, I'm a pro, handball athlete or whatever I am. Would you pretty please help me?" And then they either have to go, "Nah, I don't really know if I could do that." Maybe they want to, maybe they don't. And if it's a publicly traded company, you have to go through these committees and board meetings and all these other things. Whereas, these companies, these founders and CEOs want to help the athletes. They wouldn't be in our system if they didn't want to help the athletes. And so it's a very targeted system. The same thing with the entrepreneurial mentorship. It's these people who are very specifically coming out here to make a difference in the lives of these Team USA athletes. The media and visibility opportunities is a fantastic way to improve their digital footprint, which again, like one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we did when we started the nonprofit is I did not want the nonprofit or myself or the board or whomever to be everybody's agent. I am not interested in being anybody's agent because if I was everybody on Team USA's agent at once, I would just be a really bad agent. And then everybody would be frustrated because you can't possibly be a direct targeted agent for
Right.
everybody. I said, what we're going to do is we're going to give these athletes the tools that they need to advocate for themselves. So we're going to make it easier for them to advocate for themselves. And so the media and visibility opportunities is one of those things, like harkening back to that story that I told earlier when that guy said, you need to get on a podcast, you need to do something. I said, well, I'm going to create this matchmaking system with podcasters and with sports journalists and content creators and people that are putting stuff out there. And it is their day job to go talk about sports. I'm going to go funnel them athletes who need to go get podcasts done about them, who need to have a bigger online presence so that when those athletes go out and advocate for themselves and try to get a sponsorship, they can say, hey, look, I've been on these 12 different podcasts.